Lane 8, hit your reset. Lane 8. Lane 35, reset, please. Lane 35. Lane 25, thank you.
Welcome back, UBA. New England North.
Lane 7, reset, please. Lane
Tour
7.
stop number 8.
Lane 4 and 7.
We're going to be covering Excalibur and House Shot Heroes.
All right, arrows are up, so good luck and good bowling.
Matt Queasy, Steve Loveland, Robert E. Smith, Seferino Sanchez, Jeffrey Malafont, Joseph Johnson, Joseph Parag, Leah Cohen, Wayne Bouchard are bowling for Excalibur. House Shot Heroes, David Napier, TJ Souza, Jamie Silver Jr., Joe Burhill, Danny Koo, Todd Lathrop, David LaFlemme, John Vendetti, and Nathan DeMello. And that was through the face. 610. Hey, Joe. What's that? Bowling now. And TJ flags the 610. And there's a shot. Mixer strike. And that was Steve Loveland. As Jamie Silver Jr. with a strike. Setup. And there's the shot. And carry to 10. And a shot. High through the face. Both lanes. They both left the 247. Shot. and picks the 2 off of the 4-7. Loveland's second shot. And he pushes him back. That's a double. TJ's second shot. And a strike. And we're covering a scratch pair game 1. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Storm Bowling and Apple Valley Bowl, for hosting us this weekend. It looks like Robert Smith is working on a double. And he's got a double. See if Jamie will match him. And ring 10. Jamie makes the spear. And the insert popped out on that. Heard the thudding from back here. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. So we're waiting for a little ball maintenance here. Should always maintain your balls when you're bowling. And looks like we're scrambling for glue. And somebody found glue. 3 people found glue. Quasey's going to throw his shot. And again, this is a scratch game 1. Excalibur versus House Shot Heroes. And Quasey gets a strike. And this is longer than a tire change during NASCAR. And And Napier goes to pick up that spear. And Loveland is getting ready to throw his third shot. He's working on a double. And 3 in a row. TJ is working on his third shot. He's working on one strike. See if he gets a double. And it's a 2-pin. And Smith is getting ready to throw his third shot. He's working on a double. And the shot. Oh, week 7. See if he converts. And we'll see if TJ converts his spear. And he does. Let's see if Smith converts his spear. And he does. And Jamie's going to throw his shot in the third, working off of a spear. And there's the shot. Looks good. And he strikes again. And Napier's getting ready to throw his shot. See if the grip stays in. It does. And it's flush strike. And Matt's getting ready to throw his shot now. And we're just, here's the shot. And he strikes also. So he's working on a double. Loveland is getting ready to throw his fourth shot. He's working off of a three-bagger, but TJ's throwing his shot right now. And Messenger was a little weak. Didn't deliver. And Loveland's throwing his shot now. And he's got a 4-bagger. Yes, it's a 4-bagger. And TJ makes his 10-pin. We're moving on to the next frame. At this point, looks like score has Excalibur down by 33, but it's a little bit more than that. And so Brock, it's a double. Oh no, it's not a double. It's a double 9 spear strike. And Jamie doubles. And Dave's getting ready to throw his shot in the 5th, and he carries.
UBA bowlers, last call for side pots and brackets. If you want to sign up, lanes 5 and 6. Last call for brackets 5 and 6.
Matthews getting ready to throw his shot. And a release. And he also carries. And that's a triple for Matt. TJ's getting ready to throw his shot in the 5th. And he strikes as well. Loveland leaves a ring 10. So his streak is come to an end. And Jamie Silver with a 3-bagger. Loveland picks up his 10-pin. Got a little lull in the action. But Smith is on the approach, and he's getting ready to throw his shot in the 5th. And he went through the face and leaves the 6-10. Smith is getting ready to pick up the 6-10. And he does so. Matt's getting ready to throw his first shot in the 6th. Here's the pitch. And they don't hook back from there. And unlike other districts, there's no "you suck" chant, which is famous across UBA land. Throw it there, and 9 out of the 10 times the whole house erupts. And you can hear it coming. He's going to try to pick up the spare here. And he gets 9. Dave picked up his spare. So Loveland is getting ready to throw his first shot in the 6th. And there's the shot. And he carries them all. TJ's getting up for his shot now. He's set. And there it is. And He strikes. Some of the bowlers are having a little bit of a sticking problem on 19 and 20. Usually happens with the synthetic approaches, and you get a lot of people in here. Approaches get a little bit tacky. Smith shot. That's through the face, and he carries. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Jamie shot, and he goes through the face and leaves the 3, 6, 7, 10. And he gets the wood. So he gets the 3, 6, and the 10. Dave makes his shot. It's a little unorthodox. You see him throw the backup ball on his first shot, and then if he leaves anything on the left side of the lane, he delivers a conventional. And Matt's up now in the 7th. And here's the shot. And he strikes, and that's a little bit better than that 6th frame. TJ's getting ready to go. He's working off of a double. And that held line. And he carried for a 3-bagger. Yeah, Loveland's getting ready to go, working off of a strike. And there's the shot. And he carried. So now the game is a little bit closer between the two. And here's Jamie's shot. Working off of that open. He strikes. Robert Smith is getting ready to go. Let's see what he gets. It's working off of a strike. Mixer. And he's now on a double. Dave is getting ready to go, and we're going to see that backup style here. And he leaves the 2-4. And let's see if he throws it back up, trying to make the 2-4. Or if he throws it in the regular fashion. And he does. And Matt had just doubled. So now we have TJ working off of a three-bagger. And Steve Loveland is working on a double. And it's a washout for 5. And TJ shot. He strikes, and that's 4 in a row. Let's see what Loveland does here, if he makes the spare. And he does. It's good spare conversion there. It's going to keep things a little bit closer. And Jamie leaves a 7-pin. While we're waiting for Robert to throw his shot, once again, we want to thank our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Roto Grip, Global 900, Robert Smith strikes again. That gives him a 3-bagger. Jamie makes his spare. And we're moving right along into the foundation frame, the 9th frame. And Dave shot. And he strikes. Trying to build a strong foundation frame going into the 10th. And Matt's taking his shot. And the big 4, double nuts. That shot went through the face. See what TJ does right here. And ring 10. And we're going to wait to see if he picks it up. Caught Joe Burhill on that shot. He's on the first handicap here. Every once in a while, we'll catch a little shot from the bowler on 21. And Matt got the wood. He got the 610. See what TJ does here. And he picked up the 10-pin. See what Loveland does off of that spare. And the ball wiggled in the back, and he leaves the 2-8-10. And Jamie's getting ready to throw his shot. And a washout for the 1-2-4-10. And I think when they look back on it later, Excalibur might want to look back at that foundation frame going into the 10th. And Jamie makes the spare, and that might be the difference depending on what Smith does here. But he still had the 2 opens before Smith throws his shot. So, but again, he's working off of a 3-bagger. See if he follows suit or does something different than his teammates. And he does, and he strikes, and that's a 4-bagger. So let's see what we get here. Matt's going to throw his first ball in the 10th frame. And he strikes. Dave throws his shot and he leaves a 4-pin. Let's see what Matt does here with his second ball in the 10th. And again, in the ditch. That's 2 in this game. And that's some suckage there. It's kind of disheartening. Twice in one game when you're bowling on the scratch pair. And he leaves a 7-pin. And Dave throws his shot. And he strikes. So Loveland is getting ready to throw his first shot in the 10th. He's working on an open. And a mixer strike. Let's see what TJ does here. And the scoring on my part was a bit inaccurate. TJ strikes. Well, no. It depends. It depends on what TJ does here. He could give them a chance for the game. That depends on what the other 2 bowlers do. And wow. Through the face, strike. See what TJ does here. And he strikes again. And Loveland closes out his first game with a triple. So here's TJ's shot. And he pushes them all back. Robert Smith is working on a 4-bagger. See what he does here in his first ball in the 10th. Here's a shot. And he carries. That's a 5-bagger. That's strong. And the 2 gutters. And the bad 9th frame. Will not cost House. Will not cost Excalibur. My mistake. And Jamie goes through the face. Smith throws his shot. And now what they're trying to do is push their lead. They're going to try to get in the weeds and make it an uphill fight for House Shot Heroes. Games 2 and 3. And we're just waiting for Smith to finish up his 10th frame. And he's going to finish that with 7 in a row. And we're jumping over now to cover game 2. On handicap 1. And on handicap 1 for Excalibur we have Sanchez, Malfont, and Johnson. And for Heroes, we have Burhill, Koo, and Lathrop. And Lathrop strikes, and I've known Todd many years, and he seems to strike everywhere he goes, just as Danny does. And Joe strikes often too. And that was a strike. That was a double. And Danny Koo's getting up. What's Danny got for us? And he strikes. Here's Jeffrey's shot. And he strikes. And this is Joe Johnson getting ready to, well, no. Todd is getting ready to go on lane 22. And Todd posts the shot and he strikes. And here's Joe's shot now. And it's a soft 10 pin. And Joe said something about wanting to go home. I don't think his teammates would be happy right now with him leaving after the second frame of the second game. See if he picks this up. And he does. For this match, this pair for Excalibur is getting 59 sticks of handicap, and House Shot Heroes is getting 28 pins of handicap. And Sanchez throws his shot for Excalibur. And Joe is getting ready. He's taking his time waiting to throw his shot. Let's see what Joe does here with his third ball. And he goes high and leaves the 3 pin. And Jeffrey strikes, giving him a double. See if Joe picks up his spear here. And he does. Johnson's getting ready to throw his shot here in the third, working off of a spare. And there's a shot. A little off balance, but doesn't seem to matter. He carried anyway. See what Danny Koo's got. That's a good shot, Joe. I mean, Danny. It's a really good shot. That's a 3-bagger for Danny Koo. Todd's getting ready to throw his shot in the third. One of the things that you'll notice if you watch or you bowl in New England and New England North, the stops are a little bit less rowdy. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you feed off of the energy. And that is not gonna make it. And Todd leaves the 10 pin. See if he makes his spear. We're catching some of the scratch action. We're covering lanes 21 and 22, so we'll pick up some of the shots from lane 20. Todd makes his spare. Joe's getting ready to throw his shot in the fourth. He lets that go. And he leaves the 2-8. Here we go with closer Gnome. Let's see. And he strikes, and that's a 4-bagger. Might be tapping in some of that gnome power. Doc Mal. Soft 7. And Danny Kushot coming up. And he strikes, and we picked up one of Jamie Silver's shot. It's from 20, and he struck. Let's see what Doc Mal does. And he picks up his 7-pin. Todd's getting ready to go. And Todd didn't like something, so he backed out of it. That'd have been the perfect time to use a pull-out reference, but we didn't do that. Or did we? And Joe Johnson just struck. So now we're ready for Todd to throw his shot. Let's see what he gets here. Bounced that one. Not his normal, and he struck, and that's a strike. So Joe's getting ready to go here, and he strikes. He's working off of a spare. He's got 78 in the fourth. Let's see what we get here. And he tugged that one. And he leaves the 3-6. To the right of 22, we're going to pick up some of the shots thrown on 23. Danny Kuja strikes again. He's working on a 5-bagger. And the gnome just picked the 3 off of the 6. So Todd's getting ready to throw his shot in the 5th. That was a cleaner shot, and he gets the 10-pin out. So it's a double for Todd. He went strike, strike, spare, double. And Doc Mal just struck. We have average Joe Johnson here working on a double. And let's see, here's the shot. Looks good. And that's a 3-bagger. Strike, 9-spear, 3-bagger for Johnson after 5. Let's see what the gnome has in store for us this time. And that's a 4-pin. Let's see what Joe has. And Joe leaves a 10-pin. Yeah, spare conversion for Sanchez in the 6th. And Joe flags the 10-pin. And kicks that 10-pin out for a double. So he's got 8 spare, double, 9 double. Danny Koo left a 7-10 off of a 5-bagger. And he gets the 10-pin. Let's see what Joe does here. And he strikes, and that's a 4-bagger. So let's see what Todd does on his shot. It's another clean delivery. He strikes again. So it's a 3-bagger. Double, 9-spear, 3-bagger for Todd Lathrop. See if Joe has a recovery for us. And he struck. And the gnome strikes off of that 9 spare in the 6th. Danny's getting ready to go. See what he does after leaving that 7-10. And he strikes. So that 7-10 may come back to haunt Danny as far as brackets in the pot are concerned. Right now, Todd is at a 279 pace. And there's the pitch. And he carries them all. Joe is at a 280 pace. He carries that. Sanchez working off of a strike in the 7th. And what's he get on? He leaves a 4-pin. And Joe leaves the 3-6-10. Sanchez makes his spare. And Joe makes a spare. That's a soft 7 for Doc Mal. Danny gets up. He pushes them all back. That's a double for Danny. And that's a spare by one of the short hairs. See what Todd has. He's working on a 4-bagger. That's 5. Yes, 5-bagger. No funny names here. And that's 6 in a row for Joe Johnson. They seem to be keeping pace with each other. See what tug, and he carries. Little remnants from 2 weeks ago with that that shot. Doc Mal with his shot. He goes through the face and leaves the 4-7. He was working off of a spare. Danny's working off of a double here on lane 21. What's Danny got? He strikes. Gives him a 3-bagger going into the 10th. And that's a untimely open. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Let's see what Todd has. Oh! What a messenger. So a house shot heroes all struck in the 9th for a solid foundation. Joe carries on with his striking ways. So let's see what Sanchez has for us. It's first ball in the 10th. And he strikes. That'll give him a double. Joe with a double. Sanchez with his shot. Leaves a 10-pin. So Joe's working on a double here. And the 8-pin pops up. Sanchez makes his spare. That gives him 225 for the second game. Joe's going to make that 8-pin. It's going to give him 195. Doc now's giving us a strike off of that open in the 9th. Danny Koo leaves a 10-pin. And that shot was through the face. He leaves the 4-7. See if Danny makes the spare and gets another shot in the 10th. And he does. And this time he converts to 4-7. Danny Koo strikes. So Doc Mal had 215. Danny Koo had 245. And there is double nuts. As Joe said, what a time to leave that. Here's Todd's shot. Bounced it. And he leaves a 10 pin. Joe gets the wood. Gets the 610. And finishes at 242. I think I saw Todd make a little adjustment with his thumb hole before the 10th frame, and let's see if he makes this 10 pin. He does. And let's see what he does in the 10th. He's got 238. So a strike will put him at 58. And he strikes for 58. Excalibur wins that by 15 sticks. And we're going to jump over real quick to the scratch pair. And that was Robert Smith missing the 10 pin. Jamie Silver just struck for 9 in a row. That was Napier. He struck. House Shot Heroes right now on the scratch pair for this game is up 185. Yeah, Matt just struck. Gives him a double. Dave almost tripped out the 4. And Matt leaves a 10 pin. Dave makes a spear. TJ Silva's up in the 10th, his first ball. And he strikes. Loveland is getting up off 3 in a row, going into the 10th. He leaves an 8 pin. It's TJ's shot. He doubles in the 10th. Loveland's going to try to convert this spear. And he does. TJ's third shot in the 10th frame, working off of a double, is a strike. So he finishes with 208. Loveland leaves the 6, 9, 10. Jamie throws the first one in the 10th. And this is covering Excalibur and House Shot Heroes. Scratch Pair. Game 2. And Jamie's getting ready to throw his 11th ball. And there's the shot. Peels it back. And that's 11 in a row. For Jamie Silver. So he's got one shot to go to perfection. Let's see what the kid has. There's the shot. Posted it and carried it for a nice game of 300 for Jamie Silver Jr. Bowling for House Shot Heroes. We might get a word from here real quick. We're here to congratulate you on shooting 300. How'd it feel?
Feel great.
Feel
Good.
great?
Century game, you know, like
Century
200,
game?
300.
You had to carry TJ again?
Yeah, that's always a heavy load. It's 340 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's very heavy, but it feels good. 200, 300.
Congratulations.
Gotta do it again. We also won by tomorrow.
Well, that,
Attention all UBA bowlers.
That works.
Congratulations to Jamie Silva Jr. on bowling at 300 and Sean Richard on bowling at 300 this morning. Congratulations.
and Smith had left the double nuts. And for that match, or that game, House Shot Heroes won by 202. So if there was any deficit, they cleaned that up, and now we're going to jump over to Handicap 2, and we're going to pick them up in the second frame. And we're going to be covering the House Shot Heroes, Dave LaFlynn, John Vendetti, Nathan DeMello. And for Excalibur, Joe Parag III, Leah Cohen, and Wayne Bouchard. Excalibur's getting 76 pins of handicap, and House Shot Heroes is getting 27. Take this paperwork with me. So this is Leah going off of a strike in her first frame. Just balling on the right lane. And that is an 8 count. She left the 3-7. Let's see if Leah or Lee picks it up. She does not. Chops to 3 off of the 10. And that's the 4-6 left by Riptide. And that's a strike on the left lane. For Dilligiff. Yeah. a little pause in that action. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Storm. So Dave's getting ready to throw his shot here in the third. And he leaves a 10-pin. Riptide from Excalibur is getting ready to go. The information I have in front of me is that's Joe. And he leaves the 4-9 on his shot. Dave flagged the 10-pin. And he went after the wood. Vendetti's taking his shot here. And he strikes. Nathan DeMello's getting ready to go on the right lane. And he stuffs it for a 4-pin. Dave shot in the 4th, and he leaves a 4-pin. And once again, this is New England North, tour stop number 8 at Apple Valley Bowl in Southington, Connecticut. And Dave made the spear. So if this is accurate, Wayne will be throwing his shot. It's not accurate. And it's Vendetti leaving a 10-pin. And he gets the wood. He gets the 6-pin. See what Lee has for us. And her shot, she goes through the face and leaves a 9-pin. See what Nathan has. And he strikes off of the spear, so he had double 9 spear strike. Looks like Lee's going to pick this up. And that was Wayne, according to what the sheet has. He struck, and Joe leaves a 10 pin. And it looks like Joe picked up the 10 pin. Dave shot, kicks out that 7 pin. He was working off of a spear. We're in the 5th frame. And we're waiting for the rack on 24 for Vendetti to throw his shot. And he does. And it got a little bit outside and away from him. He leaves the 1-2-7. Lee's getting ready to throw her shot. And she throws a washout, leaving the 1-3-4-6-10. Vendetti picks up his spear. And DeMello's getting ready to throw his shot in the 5th. Lee gets the 1-2-7. DeMello strikes, giving him a double in the 5th. So he had double 9 spear double. Let's see what Wayne gets here. And he leaves a 2 pin. Joe tugged that shot and he left the 1-3. Looks like Wayne is going to pick that up. Dave's going to throw his shot on the left lane in the 6th frame. And he struck. Lee's getting ready for her first shot in the 6th frame. She threw that one pretty good. And leaves the 2-4-10. And Daddy throws his shot. He carries. Off of the spare. So he struck in the 6th. Lee picks up that shot. It's an excellent pickup. DeMello strikes again. That's a 3-bagger into the 6th. And Wayne struck, giving him a strike in the 6th. And that's a shot for Joe in the 7th. He leaves the 3-10. Meanwhile, Dave strikes in the 7th for a 3-bagger. And Joe picked up that spear. Vendetti leaves a 10-pin. See what Lee does with this shot after picking up that spear. And that's an excellent shot for her. She struck. Not letting the frustration keep her down. John made his spear. So Wayne's shot right here. He carries it. Gets the 10-pin out. DeMello's getting ready to throw his shot, working off of a 3-bagger in the 7th. And he got that one in. He leaves this 6-10. See what Dave does. And he strikes, giving him a 4-bagger in the 8th. Let's see if DeMello picks up his spear. And he does. See what John does. He's working off of a 9 spear. And there's the pitch. And he gets them all. So we're running into the later stages of the third game. And again, we're on the second handicap here for Excalibur and House Shot Heroes in the New England North Division, tour stop number 8 at Apple Valley Bowl in Southington, Connecticut. And Lee leaves the bucket. And Nathan's getting ready to throw his shot, working off of the spear in the frame before. And he strikes. And Lee picks up the spear. So Wayne is going to get ready to go on the right lane, and Joe's going to go on the left lane. Wayne gives us 10 back, and that's a triple for him. Let's see what Joe does. He's working on a strike in the 8th. And there's the shot, and he strikes. Dave bowling on the right lane for House Shot Heroes. Leaves a 4-pin. And we're in the 9th frame here. So Lee throws her shot, and she strikes. And I think at this point she's just striking so that she can get out of here and go home. Just a little bit of frustration. And that happens when we bowl. Usually seems when it's time to go, everything falls for us. Tournament bowlers call that the re-entry button. And Wayne just struck on 23 for 4 in a row. And there's a stoppage in play. We got a ball return on 24. So as soon as that gets cleared up, Dave will make his spear shot on the 4-pin. We'll see if that works out for him. And he made the spear. And John strikes. And there's a little powwow. Before DeMello throws his ball in the ninth. Here it is. And he struck. Dave shot in the 10th frame, and he leaves a 10 pin. And Joe left 3-6-10. See if he makes his spare. Dave did not. So he shot 205. Joe picks up his 3-6-10. John strikes, gives him a triple. That was his first ball in the 10th. We're going to be closing out here soon. So once again, we'd like to thank Apple Valley Bowl in Southington, Connecticut for hosting us today. And this was the New England North Division tour stop number 8. And we're going to thank our sponsors once again. Storm Bowling. John struck again. Gives him a 4-bagger. And here's the shot. And leaves a 10 pin. So he shoots 224. Joe's getting ready to go to finish out his third game. There's the shot, and he strikes, and most of us like when we strike on the last ball of the day. Makes us want to come back and do it more. And Lee's getting ready to throw her first ball in the 10th frame on the right lane. And she tugged it. And she left a 6 pin. And Nathan throws his shot for a 3-bagger. He's got guaranteed at least one more shot in the 10th frame. And he pushes those back. It's a 4-bagger for DeMello. And Lee had made her spare, and she just left a 6-pin. DeMello strikes out 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 in a row. And he shoots 257 game 3. And Wayne strikes, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 in a row for Wayne. Wayne's next ball, and he leaves a 7-pin. And once he makes this or misses a hit, I think he's going to make it. We'll be signing off. This has been UBA Bowling. And again, thank you to our sponsors, Storm, Apple Valley Bowl in Southington, Connecticut, for hosting us. And this has been the New England North Tour Stop number 8. Have the good rest of your weekend.